International Conference on Accounting and Finance.
Hi, good morning everybody. First of all, I would like to thank the research committee for giving me this opportunity to present my research paper. So thank you very much for this opportunity. My paper examined the extent of implementation balanced scorecard in the Islamic Bank. This paper is designed by Dr. Hussamuddin Kaddash from Hashemite University and me, Dr. Mahmoud Nassar, and I will present this paper. Let us start with the significance of this paper. This study was prepared to reach the following objectives. First things, to introducing the balanced scorecard approach, which is based in both financial and non-financial measures. The second objective is to identifying the awareness level of the Jordanian Islamic Bank manager to the importance of applying the balanced scorecard. And the third objective, finding out the extent of using non-financial measures in the evaluating performance in the Jordanian Islamic banks. And finally, determining the extent of applying the balanced scorecard approach in Jordanian Islamic Bank. To achieve the research objective, this research adopts a questionnaire method as a way for data collecting to examine the main factor affecting balanced scorecard implementation. This survey consists of the factors that previous studies stated which might have affected the balanced scorecard implementation. According to that, the questionnaire includes 4 parts. Part 1, general information about the sample of the study. Part 2, questions about the awareness level of the importance of applying the balanced scorecard. And Part 3, questions about the extent of using non-financial measures. And finally, Part 4, questions about the extent of applying balanced scorecard at Islamic Bank. For the population of the sample, the population of this study consists of the Jordanian Islamic Bank's manager with a total number of 111. The number of distributed questionnaire to the branches was 86, which is the sample size, while the received questions were 31. 6 of them were eliminated as they are not completed. 24 accepted with a rate of 25% as a response rate. After reviewing the literature that covered in the topic of applying the balanced scorecard approach, the researchers developed the following hypotheses that were set out. The first one, the Jordanian Islamic Bank's manager have a little aware of the importance of applying balanced scorecard. The second hypothesis, the Jordanian Islamic Bank's manager do not take in consideration the non-financial measures in evaluating performance. And finally, the Jordanian Islamic Bank do not implement the balanced scorecard approach in evaluating the performance. To test the first hypothesis is set to determine if the Jordanian Islamic Bank managers are aware of the importance of applying balanced scorecard. The researcher has indicated some statements in the questionnaire to measure the manager awarenesses of the importance of applying the balanced scorecard approach. We can find that the most important factor was the high awarenesses level of using non-financial measures in evaluating performance, which is shown in statement 2, 5, and 8, that indicate the importance of using non-financial measures as well as financial measures. And this reflects a high awareness level of the benefit of using the balanced scorecard, which indicates that the manager are conscious of using balanced scorecard approach because it's apply a major role in improving the control performance, bank strategy, and increasing management efficiency and effectiveness. For the second hypothesis, this section tests whether the Jordanian Islamic Bank's manager considered the non-financial measures in evaluating performance or not. The non-financial measures are customers, internal process, and learning growth. The data of this hypothesis is split into 3 tables. The first one for customers, the second one for internal process, and the third and the final one for learning and growth. For the first one, the most important factor was providing service to the customer, which is shown in statement 10, 11, 12, 14, and 15. That indicates that the Islamic Bank are always trying to reduce customer expenses and providing the service with the lowest cost and the highest quality to them. As shown in table 3, the mean score for all answers was 372, and the t-value has a value degree which is significant at the level of 0.05. Consequently, and based on the results shown in the same table, it could be concluded that the Jordanian Islamic Bank's manager used the non-financial measure, customers' measures, in evaluating performance. And this is the same thing for the growth and the learning. Let us go to the third hypothesis. This hypothesis is set to determine the level of applying balanced scorecard approach in Jordanian Islamic Bank. The results show that there is no specialized team to develop bank vision and link it with the bank strategy. This is clearly shown in the result of the statement 43. Hiring specialized learning or seeking help from a specialized institute as a top management decision is directly affected by balanced scorecard implementation. This is the result. This study investigated the balanced scorecard applications in the Jordanian Islamic banks. The adoption of balanced scorecard has been discussed extensively in many researchers. The main objective of this study is to determine the extent of applying the balanced scorecard approach in Jordanian Islamic Bank. Also, it aimed to explore the awareness level of Jordanian Islamic Bank manager. In addition, to find out the extent of using non-financial measures in evaluating performance in Jordanian Islamic Bank, the result can be mentioned as following. First, the Jordanian Islamic Bank manager are aware enough of the importance of applying the balanced scorecard. According to that, there will be no difficulties in explaining the importance of applying balanced scorecard. Moreover, it will be easier to implement balanced scorecard in the future because it provides an interactive approach to evaluate performance and achieve successful planning. The second, the Jordanian Islamic Bank manager are using non-financial measures, includes customers, internal process, and learning and growth in evaluating performance. This result reflects the manager high concern of keeping the current customer and getting new customers as well also. Continues on the internal process, which may create the value and have a positive effect on customer satisfaction. Besides, give a good training for employees and defining the essential infrastructures which should be built and establish useful procedures. The Jordanian Islamic Bank do not implement the balanced scorecard approach in evaluating performance. The reasons for that might be the cost of implementing balanced scorecard and the lack of qualified employees. To get over these reasons, a feasible study might be prepared to indicate balanced scorecard application benefits and the cost related, and the employees might be given courses related to the balanced scorecard approach. Let us now move to some recommendation. There are some recommendations based on the result of the study, which can be summarized as follows. First, due to the strong competitions in bank sector, Jordanian Islamic Bank have to recognize the importance of balanced scorecard approach and adopt it. This may enhance the competitiveness of this bank nationally and internationally. Preparing feasibility study is an essential step to implement Balance Scorecard because of the expected benefit in the near future. The Jordanian Islamic Bank allocated money in their annual budget for a training course. Thus, the results show that these courses match both employees and work needs. As recommended, be strong given training course related to Balance Scorecard implementation, which will be help direct applications. Thank you very much.